Thanks for stopping by Six Brothers Beef. Today I'm going to show you how to make an awesome steak in the kitchen, guys. We're going to make a restaurant quality steak, USDA prime, bone-in ribeye. So next time your friends and family ask for an awesome steak, you don't have to go anywhere. You can blow them out of the water right at your home. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that bell and that subscription button so you can keep track of everything we have going on. But all that aside, let's make us a steak. So like we said in the intro, guys, we are making a beautiful ribeye, a bone-in USDA prime ribeye. Look at the marbling on that bad boy. It's got beautiful color on it. Can't wait to get into this. And I'm going to show you how to make not just a basic ribeye, but a restaurant quality, really awesome, really juicy, really tender USDA prime ribeye. And it starts with some essential ingredients, and today we're going to keep it simple as well with the ingredients. We've got some Chop Shop steak seasoning, so you want to get you some nice steak seasoning with some nice textures in it as well. And then as a binder to really kick it up, we're going to hit it with some duck fat right before we season it up. So that's exactly what we're going to do first. I mean, this is an awesome steak, so we don't have to do too much. So let's go ahead and spray a little duck fat for a binder. Just like that, rub it in. And you can use olive oil if you don't have duck fat, but if you do have some duck fat, man, oh man, does it put some flavor on it. Just like that. Just give something for the seasoning to stick to. There we go. Doesn't take a whole lot. Golly, that's looking good already. So let me go ahead and rinse my hands off real quick. We don't want to get any of those steak juices on our seasoning container. So here's where we put on our seasoning, and this is going to be awesome. I've tried this out of the bottle by itself and it is great. So we're going to go ahead and put a good coat of this on it. It's got some nice salt, pepper, garlic notes, but some real herbaceous seasonings in there as well. So we're going to go ahead and get some good seasoning on here. Make sure we coat all sides, all edges rather. There you go. That's good on that side. I'm going to go ahead and let that set for about 5 minutes. Then we'll flip it over and get the other side seasoned up. And we're going to cook this inside the kitchen, so don't worry. You don't have to have a grill to make this restaurant quality steak. And this is still going to turn out super juicy, real tender, and perfect, guys. So I'll catch back up with y'all when we're getting it in the oven. Alright guys, I showed y'all getting that bad boy seasoned up. It's looking awesome. That Chop Shop steak seasoning's got some beautiful color and textures. I know that's just going to enhance the USDA prime beef we have going on here. I got it on our sheet that we're going to be cooking on, and I went ahead and sprayed it down with a little bit more duck fat just to make sure we don't get stuck. And remember, we hit it with the Chop Shop steak seasoning. You use which steak seasoning you want. And I told you we needed just a few essential things to make sure this steak turned out restaurant quality. And one more of those is an internal temperature thermometer. And I'm using my Inkbird today, so we make sure we knock this steak out of the park and we make it juicy, tender, and restaurant quality like we're shooting for. And we're going to bust out the cast iron skillet to finish this bad boy off. We're preheating the oven to 300 degrees. As soon as it gets there, we'll get to cooking. Alright, and our oven is preheated to 300 degrees, as you can see, and this ribeye is looking beautiful. Let's get it in there and get to cooking. Alright, that steak's in the oven, guys, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time. This is something that you can literally do on a weeknight and have an awesome, like I said, restaurant quality steak. So we've got it in the oven at 300 degrees. We're going to set a timer for 15 minutes, and then we'll check on it. All right, y'all, the 15 minutes has passed up. The timer's beeping at me. Now it's time to take our internal temperature thermometer and see what we're looking like. Man, it's smelling awesome. We've got some nice color change happening. That fat's really starting to break down. I want to go ahead and temperature check our steak and see where we are. You want to pick the fattest part, the biggest part of the steak. We're right at 118 degrees. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and flip this over so we can get even cooking. We're shooting for about 125 or 130 degrees. Look at that color change. That's looking awesome. Looking for about 125 or 130 before we start to sear this. And I want to go ahead and top this side with a little bit more seasoning. A little pop of flavor, guys. Never hurt anybody. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, set a timer for about 5 more minutes. Let that get to that temperature we're looking for. Like I said, 125, 130. We're gonna pop this bad boy back into the oven and start preheating our cast iron skillet. All right, and now we're in the home stretch, guys. We got our cast iron piping hot. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. 125, 126, that is perfect. 125 to 130 is perfect medium rare. It's time to get our steak into the cast iron skillet so we can get some sear action on it. Completely juicy, man. That USDA prime beef is starting to melt like butter already. Check that out. Let's go ahead and get a sear on it. I'm gonna go ahead and let that set for about 30 seconds each side. We'll take it off, let it rest on the cutting board, and then I'll catch up with y'all. Alright, so we've pulled our steak off of the cast iron skillet. It's smelling awesome in here with that steak seasoning from Chop Shop and that duck fat and the cast iron cook. We're going to let this steak rest on the cutting board for 10 minutes and then we're going to give it a try. Whoo-wee! After 10 minutes of resting, look at all this juice that's gathering. Man, that's going to be one succulent, tender, juicy steak. And I've got some sweet peppers here on the side that we're going to cut up just as like a little side bite to go with this steak. Let me reposition the camera and let's cut into this beast. Alright, y'all, I'm happy with the crust. I'm happy with the color. The steak itself looks beautiful. Let's go ahead and cut into this bad boy. Man, is it juicy. I'm just going to cut right down the bone here first. Just like that. There we go. Put that aside for the doggy. Man, that's looking awesome. Golly, completely juicy. Let's go ahead and cut us a couple cuts here. Completely tender. Golly, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be good. So, we haven't tasted this yet, but I already know it's going to be awesome just the way it's cutting like butter. And I want y'all to know that you can make a restaurant quality steak at home. Look at that. Look at how juicy that is. We've got our steak perfectly cooked, just like I wanted it, completely restaurant quality. And now it's time to cut us up a couple peppers to go on the side of it. I love me some sweet peppers. If you want to get some hot action in there, get you a jalapeno or a serrano. But this is perfect, just a bite of steak with a sweet pepper. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Really easy and healthy, y'all. Restaurant quality steak. You can make it on the grill, follow the same instructions, or just like we did today, make it in the kitchen and blow all your friends and guests out of the water. Don't forget to check out Six Brothers Beef and snag you some of this awesome quality steak. Let's go ahead and get to the table and we're going to try this out. Again, guys, restaurant quality steak. I mean, golly, we nailed that cook. Perfect medium rare. Look at the fat running through there. That's that USDA prime beef. Let's get us a bite of this ribeye. Man, after working like that and making sure you take all those special techniques and steps and don't take any shortcuts, the best reward is the prize. We got us a ribeye, guys. You got Zeus right behind me. You see he's interested. Look at that. Cheers, y'all. Wow, that USDA prime beef is just like butter, and that steak seasoning that we tried out today, that really pairs well with the beef. So, man, I'm excited about this. This is a great turnout. Let's go ahead and get us a bite with a sweet pepper in there, just like that. Simple, guys. Man, that's all I can say, guys. Man, wow, awesome, perfect. This is great, guys. I highly suggest you give it a shot. I appreciate y'all for stopping by Six Brothers Beef Company. If you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscription button so you can see more cooks like this. And don't forget to ring that bell. And I can't wait to see y'all in the next episode. We're going to go out to the grill, the Weber kettle, and we're actually going to make us some Berkshire pork chops. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. Much love to y'all, and we appreciate y'all for following along. Until next time, y'all go feed yourselves.